Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Sonny Gray.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ian Happ up to hit. And that one fouled off. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So here's Kyle Tucker now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That should get the dugout going. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
One down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. One out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. Play is made, 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's a laser base hit. Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. JoJo Romero on a pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Nico Hoerner. Ripped on a line to center. Scott makes the play, and that's the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Shota Imanaga. What do we need to know here?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. Nabs it. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board, and that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at-bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Contreras now. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Squeezes it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no-doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Digging in, Gage Workman. That to right. Walker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now it's Miguel Amaya. And first offering is fouled off. Crow Armstrong over at second, 1 down. Ripped, but it curls foul. Man at second. That's towards center. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. So a man aboard. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Grounded out his first time up. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. That'll make it out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. JoJo Romero will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Righty reliever out of the pen, Kyle Leahy.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott on his way over. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground. And that's just foul. And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Brendan Donovan will hit next. In the air, right field. Tucker sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
6-0 is how this one ends. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.